John is what's known as an ultra runner. He runs races that might be 50K or 100 miles. Sometimes this means moving his body for 11 hours straight, sometimes up and down mountains. Just before Thanksgiving 2019, John's 4-year-old daughter Selah was found to have a mass in her abdomen. She was diagnosed with kidney cancer, and suddenly the family was facing an endurance test of a different kind.
The parallels between running and the stuff that comes up in life, like cancer, is so clear. You get to a point in every 50-mile race, and it's usually not near the end, where you feel like, how can I go 30 more miles? This hurts so bad. Why don't I just quit? And you have to prepare yourself, but also you have to just experience that moment and say, you know what? I don't feel like I can go 30 more miles, but I can go to the next checkpoint. I can go 5 more minutes, or even sometimes I can go to the bottom or to the top of this hill. And you just basically say, okay, it seems insurmountable. I want to quit, but I can go a little bit longer. I can always do that next step. And that's how we got through what Selah was going through. I mean, the thought of chemotherapy and surgery and then more chemotherapy and the thought of, what if it comes back? I mean, it seems so overwhelming. And then you stop and you say, okay, you know what? I just have to get to next Thursday. Her next appointment is Thursday. I don't feel like I can do this for 6 more months, but I can do this till next Thursday.
When the 2020 St. Jude Memphis Marathon went virtual, Selah was finished with treatment, cancer-free. And John, ultra runner and St. Jude dad, decided to fundraise as a hero in all 4 races, using each to reflect back on some aspect of what Selah and all the family had been through. He finished the marathon distance with each member of the family walking a lap with him in turn, and then, as a family, they crossed the finish line together.
And it was such an amazingly beautiful moment. And I hadn't planned that. It just kind of happened that way. But I think it allowed all of us to really think about what we went through and really just kind of thank God for where we were at that moment. Selah was cancer free, and we were now as a family doing something to give back to St. Jude. And it was just such a beautiful moment.
This year, Selah has checkups over the Memphis Marathon weekend, and John will be running the Memphis course for St. Jude.
My thought going into this race, though, is a little different. I'm just so thankful that Selah is thriving, and she's just a normal first grader now. I'm probably going to say thank you to like 1,000 people, and they'll have no idea why I'm saying thank you.
John says he'll also be running this year while thinking of the families who are still in treatment. Now that he knows what it's like to run that race firsthand, he's ready to climb that next mountain to help that next family in need. I'm Caleb Suggs, and this has been St. Jude Soundbites, stories of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital told by patients, parents, donors, volunteers, and others.